Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. Today is a full review of Mimosa Gold by Exaltatum. This one is a beautiful floral fragrance. I would say it leans definitely on the feminine. Obviously there's no real reason why a man can't wear what he wants, but for most people I would suggest that it will give feminine associations because of how sweet and beautiful and floral it is. But it's a lovely perfume. When I first apply this one, I get kind of almost a soapiness. I think there's a petitgrain that comes through a little bit in the opening, which gives it, there's a slight bitter green quality as well as a soapy floral nuance that's quite clean in the initial kind of opening. Kind of fresh in the opening, clean, but with a green kind of nuance. But almost immediately I get a sweetness coming through, and this sweetness is slightly Play-Doh, slightly vanillic, slightly dusty, and it's definitely heliotrope. So you get this heliotrope opening of this kind of cloudy, soft, vanillic Play-Doh like softness in the opening, so making it kind of slightly sweet. As it kind of tones down a little bit from that, there's also actually there's a bit of a kick, I can't explain it, but it has like a slight bite in the opening. There's a little bit of spice in the opening, which gives it a little bit of a kind of a fiery kind of just dabble of a little bit more crackly almost in the opening to it. So like I say, there is a little bit of star anise in the opening, so it has a slightly sharp kind of explosion to it. Not too much, but it definitely adds a little bit of extra depth and character to the fragrance, coming through that kind of sweet heliotrope and kind of soapy, slightly green, bitter petitgrain. The midsection is all about kind of this floral accord. Obviously with the name of the fragrance, Mimosa is one of the main elements you will smell in the middle of this fragrance, which is a kind of a smooth, the way it comes across here is almost like soft, chewy petals, kind of cream-coloured, chewy, soft, delicate petals with a slight sweetness that's really lovely, very, very feminine. This fragrance reminds me, well, not reminds me, but you can kind of tell it was made by a woman. It has a feminine touch to it, which is lovely. Like, it just smells that way. It smells feminine in its balance and its harmony, and in the notes that is used in here, and the way that it comes across is quite lovely. So the midsection for me is all about the floral accord here. Like I say, giving a soft kind of cream petal-like nuance that's ever so slightly sweetened. The florals being naturally sweet themselves, but also there's a little bit of tonka in here. As it dries down, it does on my skin turn a little bit lotion-like, a little bit creamy. You can imagine a beautiful floral lotion hand cream. It has a kind of a smoothness to it, which comes more in the dry down. In the dry down there is tonka and sandalwood, and you get nuances of that kind of creamy sweetness mixing with those florals as it dries down and fades out at that. I think it's a lovely progression. Obviously you have to be a fan of floral fragrances for this one, but if you like clean, sweet, beautiful, feminine floral, then this is definitely one you want to check out. Obviously if you're a fan of Mimosa, then this will be one for you, obviously. But it's lovely. For me, on my skin, it felt quite feminine for me. It's not one I would wear myself personally, but if you like, you know, like I say, sweet florals, then it'll be up your street. In terms of performance, the sillage was excellent when you first apply this. It woof everywhere, all over the place. So it has really good sillage in the first hour before coming closer to the skin, with a longevity of around 6 to 7 hours on my skin. So most of the day, I think it performed very well. In terms of season, I would put it in the category of probably spring is ideal, spring and autumn, and for the daytime or nighttime, and I think fairly versatile in the sense that if you sprayed a little bit of it, you could wear it casually, even to work if you just sprayed it lightly, and also I think would work dressed up formally, going out, or on a date, or more nighttime activities, I think would work beautifully, or for a nice dinner or whatever. I think it's versatile in that sense too. You can wear it to a few occasions. It's not so specific that you might struggle when to wear it. I think it's quite easy going that way, dressed up or casual, daytime or nighttime really, but spring, autumn for me, for the seasons. And leaning on the feminine, like I say, mainly because of the such floral nature, and obviously the sweetness underlining that floral will strike most men as smelling feminine, but it's a beautiful perfume. Check it out if you want to. It's a brand new release from Exaltatum. Hope you enjoyed the review, and I will see you again in the next one. Take care. Bye.